Yo guys, I'm Link and you are watching Hearing the Gamer back again with another hot take on the latest and greatest or not so greatest in the gacha world. Today, we are diving deep into Terbis, that flashy contender that has been making waves. We've seen the trailer, we hyped it up, and now some of us have gotten our hands on the closed beta test. So, is the Terbis living up to the hype or is it just another pretty face with nothing underneath? Let's break it down. Alright, let's talk about those trailers, specifically that animation PV that dropped a while back. And seriously, Johan 12 Studio, they really cooked. The animation quality of that trailer was absolutely stunning. We're talking about fluent movements, dynamic camera angles, and those skill animation. Holy, they look like something straight out of a high-budget anime. It showcased these incredible 2D side-scrolling battles with character pulling off these insanely cool, visually rich ultimate moves. The art style itself is fantastic, crisp, vibrant, and incredibly appealing. It promised a real treat for the eyes, something that would set it apart from often stagnant comic animation we see in other gacha games. And honestly, it worked. That trailer built up a ton of a hype, making us all believe that Terbis was going to be the next big thing. Now here's where things get a little weird. I managed to get into that recent closed beta test, which ran from June 10th to 16th. And let me tell you, the experience was a mixed bag. The first thing you notice when you jump into CBT is that the in-game experience doesn't quite hit the same value high as the trailer showed. Don't get me wrong, the characters still look good and the skill animation are still a highlight. But that buttery smooth animation and dynamic camera work from the PV, it's often replaced with some a little more static. It feels like a lot of the budget went into the initial promo videos, which is a common complaint in the gacha world. And unfortunately, Terbis seems to be falling into that trap. Gameplay wise, it's a 2D side-scrolling RTS with turn-based RPG elements, which is an interesting hybrid. You are building a team of characters, each with unique abilities, and positioning them strategic combat. The core mechanics seem decent and there's potential for some deep strategy there, especially with the character synergies. However, some players have pointed out that the actual moment-to-moment combat can feel a bit repetitive. The ultimate animation are still cool, the lead up to them and the general combat flow sometimes lack the engaging punch the trailer teased. One of the biggest concerns I have seen echoed by other CBT participants is the overall feel of the game. There were whispers on the Reddit and the other forums about it being a bit generic or a Epic 7 clone with a different coat of paint. While the high quality skill animation is undeniably there for the ultimates, the actual gameplay loop and general UI didn't always feel as polished or innovative as the initial hype suggested. The gacha itself is pretty standard as expected. You are pulling the characters and the rates seems to be par for the course. Nothing revolutionary or particularly generous, but nothing overly predatory either. At least not from what I saw in the beta. So where does that leave us? The Terbis trailer was a masterclass in building hype, showcased a breathtaking animation, and promised an incredibly visually dynamic experience. It made us all dream of a gacha game with every battlefield like an anime spectacle. The CBT, however, brought us back to reality a bit. While the game has its merit, the character designs are strong, and those ultimate animation are still a treat. It doesn't quite live up to the sky-high expectation set by the initial trailers. The core gameplay is solid, but it might not be as innovative or engaging as some were hoping for. And the general combat flow could use some more polish to truly match the cinematic feel of the PV. It feels like Terbis is currently walking that fine line between being a genuinely good gacha game with stunning ultimate animation and being another title where the marketing budget outshines the in-game experience. Terbis has potential, no doubt. The foundation is there and the art teams clearly knows what they are doing when it comes to visual flair, but it to truly ascend to the top tiers of gacha game, it needs to bridge that gap between its phenomenal trailer and the actual gameplay experience. So what do you guys think? Did you get into this Terbis CBT? Did the trailer blown you away like me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more gacha reviews, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out my next video. And with that, I'm Link and you are watching Healing the Gamer. Now see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye.